So, what's up, guys? I'm back with another video. So, I'm upset right now because Hashflare has once again raised their prices. So, if you look at this letter they sent out, they're saying that, according to the terms of service, they gave 1 day in advance. This was sent today, like early this morning, probably like around 8 o'clock this morning, Eastern time. So, they're saying they're going to change the terms and the prices of the contracts, not just the prices, but the terms also. So the new price for 10 gigahertz of SHA-256 will be 240, and 1 megahertz of script will now cost 1150. And then they're saying all the SHA-256 and script contracts will be issued for a limited term of 1 year. From the moment of activation, all SHA-256 and script contracts activated prior to January 9, 2017 will expire on August 31st, 2018. So they're like making it exactly 1 year. The issue I have with this is I've been rocking with them for a minute. You guys do this 1 day before you give your customers 1 day notice. And B, what I really feel like this is about Polybius and Polybius, whatever you want to call it. They have a new ICO out or whatever, and that's what they're trying to focus on now. Back in, I want to say this was March 14th, the new script price was 620 for 1 mega hash, and the X11 price was 580. How you go from 580 and 620 to, well, the SHA-256 was, but for 10 giga, I mean, it's tripping. I want to say gigahertz, but I'm tripping. But yeah, I'm just frustrated with them. They're really starting to piss me off, and I'm mad because they do this a day after they know everybody's trying to upgrade their contract. So they wait till after. If you guys consider this before the actual fork happened, like, but a day in advance, like that's they tripping. So I think I'm gonna stop investing in them completely, and I'm not doing any more videos on them. Like, it's ridiculous. The main reason why I was coming to them is because their fees were their maintenance and electricity fees were cheaper. Um, and the cost to buy it at one point was cheaper, but now that, jeez, there's an ant. Now that it's to the point where, you know, they really don't care. They're just doing what they want to do. And the reason why I'm mentioning about the Polybius thing is because, let me go back to Hashflare. How can I type? So, let's see. This Polybius ICO. This is what they're focusing on. They're turning their focus to this. And clearly it says powered by Hashflare, which is the company that owns Hashflare. They're focused on this. They no longer care because they know their money can go into this. Let's go to this website. And it's aggravating because, like, everybody doesn't want to invest in that. Like, it's your loyal customers still want to do, you know, old school Hashflare, and they're moving going to another level. They no longer really need um the original foundation. I mean, and then to say that they're gonna run for exactly 1 year, it's like, okay, but so you telling me I have more Bitcoin invested in this company than I do in Genesis Mining, but you're telling me I should probably go with Genesis Mining because they have lifetime contracts. And then they said per terms of service. Like, I want to see what this says. Then. So, contract return are valid indefinitely even after account termination. The contract term for Hashflare is unlimited by default, unless stated otherwise. The contract is valid while profitable until expired. Once it's terminated, whichever comes first. Contracts with the stated expiry date will end on the date of expiry when the cloud machine is stopped. Period contracts that are not activated immediately and purchase will activate on the stated date. The mining process continues until said mining is profitable. This means the mining process will stop if the maintenance and electricity fees will become larger than the payout. If mining remains unprofitable for 21 consecutive days, the service is permanently terminated. For the consecutive 21-day period, payouts and fees will be temporarily stopped. If during the suspension period, the contract-related mining factors that are outside of Hashflare's control returns favorably, making mining profitable again, the service will be unsuspended and contracts reactivated. Meaning, with just like most mining companies, they could just stop mining at any moment. And they said that this is gonna, like, our contract's gonna end exactly 1 year from when we started. That's bull. It's bull. So right now I got 0.02069588. That's how much that is. Let's see. It just it frustrates the crap out of me because it's just like, where's the loyalty to your customers? Like this, they're gonna lose a lot of customers from doing this, and they know it. But most of their customers went over, or a lot of them went over to the ICOs that they started, and a lot of their customers invested in it. So yeah, it's kind of like but that's $7, like 7.80. But if everything works out as planned for Polybius, which is, I remember there some like crazy email alerts, practically harassing us, and they were trying to join. Let's see how this going to be doing, man. Okay, so they must really have a lot of faith in this because it's looking crazy. I mean, I know it just came out, so but still, like, how much is one? $5 is Okay, let's see. Let me go back. I think I'm gonna end this video, but yeah. What am I doing? 26,753,234. That's pretty high for a beginning coin. Let me see. Let me see the complete ranking. Oh, it's at $7 right now. That's not bad. It might be profitable probably, but this is the main reason why they've kind of just let Hashflare go really. Um, and it's sad, but it is what it is, you know. And that's when Genesis Mining is gonna come in and pick up all the customers that they lose. So that's how I'm gonna end this video. Comment, like, subscribe.